You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for stopping by as it's mailbag time here on the channel, and we're just going to be answering questions from subscribers. If you did not get your question on the show, it means you're not subscribed. So change it and hit that big red button and turn your notifications all and select all so you get alerted anytime we go live. We go live every single Monday. We go live most Thursdays, and we're live for every single game day. The only Brandon G coming in with a $10 super chat. Shout out to you, my friend. Says, let's effing go, Marsh. Love the content. Appreciate you, man. Honest question, though. Do you really think Mara will keep Joe and Dabes this offseason? I'm over having a new GM and head coach every other season. John Mara spoke to the media on Wednesday night, and he said that he does not plan on making any changes midseason, and he does not plan on making any changes this offseason. We also heard him say the same thing, though, about Joe Judge. And then we also heard him say the same thing, I believe, about, Ben McAdoo. He said the same thing. We showed that on the video or on Wednesday. I do. I believe that Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll for the 2025 season will be the head coach and the general manager. I do believe that. I think they're going to stay there. I actually believe Mara this time. A lot can change in 10 weeks, though. Giants lose the next 10 games. Maybe another conversation needs to happen. Max, what up, dog? Appreciate the love. What is Stafford's contract situation? Does it make more sense to trade for him now than to wait for the offseason based on the contract? The contract doesn't really impact my decision-making on trading for him now or in the offseason. If you trade for him, you owe him $1.3 million per game left. So the Giants have 10 games left. They would owe him $13 million if they traded for him before the game this Monday night. If you trade for him this offseason, to my knowledge and understanding of the salary cap, as to what I was told by someone who is very in tune with the salary cap, the Giants would have Stafford on the books for the 2025 season at $31 million and the 2026 season for $31 million. That's a steal. Zach Vela, what's up, homie? When can we bench Daniel Jones permanently? I would hate to see him get hurt. Well, you could bench him right now. I think you should bench him right now. I said it before the season. Anytime this year, if you fall under, I think it was 4 games under 500, you need to bench him. You are 2-5, so maybe you get one more game. But at this point, I don't see the Giants making the playoffs. And nothing good out of these final 10 games can come from Daniel Jones. I've already seen enough. I made my decision. He is not the solution to the problem the Giants have at quarterback. So let's see if someone else is. But most importantly, let's not put ourselves in a spot where Daniel Jones gets hurt, and the injury guarantee of $23 million triggers, and he's fully guaranteed for next year. And you eliminate the option of cutting him and saving $19 million. That's a swing of, what's 23 plus 19, Smitty? That's a $42 million swing. That's a $42 million swing if Daniel Jones gets hurt. Nothing he could do in the final 10 games is worth $42 million of Daniel Jones. Billboards, Bills. What's up, dog? I love that name. Smoking on a stogie in the picture? My dog, what up? Because are we going to get a solid O-line this week or the Swiss cheese we saw against the freaking Beagles? I'm a little worried about the pass blocking Monday night, to be quite frank with you, BB. TJ Watt and the crew of pass rushers that the Pittsburgh Steelers have is one of the better collective groups in the National Football League. And I just don't believe in Josh Azudu as a left tackle. I'm hoping it's better, but I can't guarantee it is. I actually feel a little more confident that it's going to be worse. But maybe Azudu plays with more juice? I don't know. But no, I don't have a good outlook on the Giants' offensive line heading into Monday night. My question to you is this. The New York Giants will beat the Pittsburgh Steelers if, fill in that blank for me, in the comments section. Shot by Josh. What's up, fam? Should the Giants be active on the trade deadline, and for who? The only way I think the Giants should be active on the trade deadline is if they become sellers or trading for a quarterback. And I think the only quarterback that's available via a trade that is good enough to make you want to make an in-season trade for a quarterback is Matthew Stafford. And I think that's got about a 5% chance. I think it goes up to about maybe a 10, 15% chance in the offseason. I don't think the Giants should be active at the deadline. I don't think there's anybody they should go out and target. I don't think there's anybody they should go out and give up picks for. If you want that player so bad, wait till free agency. I do think they should do whatever it takes to get a pick back for Darius Slayton. I do think that they should call teams and see if they're willing to give up a second or third round pick for Azeez Ojulari. I would call other teams and ask them if there's anybody on the roster you want. See, listen who they want, and then make the decision. But Azeez Ojulari and Darius Slayton are two players that I think are going to have some outside interest of players on this roster. Beast mode. Thanks, bro. Who should be the number one running back? I think it should be Tyrone Tracy going forward. And how about a two-back backfield? How about we just give 45% of the carries to Tracy, 45% of the carries to Singletary, and give I don't even need to see Eric Gray. Give 50 to Tracy, give 50 to Singletary. I don't need to see Eric Gray because every time he does, my heart feels like it's about to stop beating because he's going to fumble the football. Tyrone Tracy needs more reps. We need to get a better understanding if he could be someone we can rely on in the future. Can he be a part of a backfield? Is he the lead back in a backfield? Can he be a lone back in a backfield? I want to see more from Tracy. I still like Motor Singletary, and he should still get reps and still get snaps. You paid him a pretty penny for a running back. I think they should both be a part of the equation, beast mode. Zach Vela, what's up, family? Change my mind. We need to trade everyone on an expiring contract other than 51. Nobody is worth bringing back. Let me pull up the New York Giants cap table here, Mr. Zach Vela. I do agree they should try to trade a lot of people that are on expiring deals. As I look at this, like Greg Van Roten, I don't think you should trade him. You're not going to get much. You need a right guard. Isaiah Simmons, if someone wants Isaiah Simmons, go ahead. If someone wants Ojulari for a second or third, do it. If someone wants Adoree Jackson, do it. If someone wants, we don't really got a lot of talented players on one-year deals. Someone wants Raheem Nunez-Roches, do it. But yeah, the Giants should absolutely be sellers here at the deadline, Zach. Absolutely. It's Big Smooth, 32. Do you think Jalin Hyatt will be a productive receiver anytime in his career? I think Jalin Hyatt can be a productive receiver if he's put in a spot to be successful. And I don't think the New York Giants with Daniel Jones is a spot where he could be successful. Jalin Hyatt needs a quarterback like Justin Herbert. Jalin Hyatt needs a quarterback that takes the top off the defense, like Matthew Stafford. If you could put Jalin Hyatt on the Los Angeles Chargers, I think he'd be a stud. I think he could be a piece to a wide receiver room. I don't think he'll ever be a wide receiver one, but I do think that he could be an explosive piece to an offense that has a quarterback that has a big arm and that is effective throwing the ball down the field. GUG, La Familia. Yo, Marsh, I was thinking, how can we believe in this regime if they pay Daniel Jones $90 million and they're afraid to bench him? Do you think he's been lowering his shoulder trying to get hurt? We'll start with the first one. How can we believe in this regime if they pay Daniel Jones? That's something that I'm stuck on as well. I'm stuck on if Joe Shea knows how to evaluate quarterback talent because he paid Daniel Jones. He then paid Drew Lock. He let Tyrod Taylor leave, and Tyrod Taylor is better than Daniel Jones and better than Drew Lock. He did sign Tyrod Taylor, so I'll give him some kudos for that. But he also had the benefit of the doubt of having him in Buffalo and an up-close personal look. They went out and made it a priority to sign a backup quarterback, and they chose Drew Lock, and I'm not seeing any confidence in him to go play. Maybe he's worse than he's thought. That's not good. Also, why are they afraid to bench him? I don't know if they're afraid to bench him. I think that Brian Daboll legitimately believes he gives them the best chance to win. And do I think he's trying to get hurt on purpose? No, I don't. I don't think that. Dude's just a competitor. And sometimes, to a fault of his own, he's gotten hurt, seriously, a couple of times. I don't think he's trying to get hurt. I don't think he wants to deal with that. Make sure you are following me on social media. If I did not get to your question, I can answer it over there at @MarshallGreen_ on the Bird, or I guess on the Axe. Shout out to Dante Hall and at Marshall Green on IG.